Hello, everybody. I'm Clicking.
And I'm Bricken. And together we're Clicking and
Clicking
Bricking.
and Bricking. Won't you come on by every Sunday night on my
Sunday,
channel,
Sunday,
Digital, and
8 p.m.
we have games, we have special guests. It's gonna be a good old
Hangout
time.
streams,
Hope,
everything.
hope to see you there. Good morning, everybody. This is
Ooh,
coffee time with Clicking and Bricking. I'm your host, Clicking
number
Cliff,
43.
and I have my co-host, long-haired hippie TMC, TBC, Mad Cow, the Brickable Cow. How are you doing?
I don't know about Mad Cow. Yeah, I could be Mad Cow. Uh, I'm okay, Cliffy. How are you?
I'm all right. Just got back in from Thanksgiving to do this podcast, and I'm tired. To be honest with you, I'm gonna take a nap after we're done here. I'm gonna take a nap. I'll probably sleep until pretty close to time to stream tonight.
Mm, sounds like a day. I don't know. I heard that kids want to go see reindeer, so we might end up doing that. Oh yeah, I remember reindeer are at Shields. Ooh, we might go. We might
You,
actually go do this.
you gonna see reindeer?
I might go
You,
see reindeer.
you gonna see Rudolph?
Maybe I should wear my cow onesie. Nah, that might freak him out.
No, my man. So, kids, what do you remember growing up? My dad dressing up like a cow.
That's gonna be their biggest memory. Yeah, my cow. My dad thought he was a cow our whole life. We're pretty messed up. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. They're
how
great.
how was your Thanksgiving?
I actually had a pretty good Thanksgiving. I don't know. It's very different from what it once was. But you know what? So my sister has this. He's actually a pretty good kid. He at first, being the oldest brother, I kind of picked on this guy when he started dating my sister. And I actually grown to love the kid. And so now they got two kiddos, and
How old is he?
he is, ooh, I'd say, well, my sister's 23, so he's at least 23, 24, something like that.
Okay, so he is younger than you. You can call him kid.
Yeah, well, he's a kid to me, but he's a good kid. He turned out to be a good kid and good dad too. And so I'm out there. So we were out there, and this house that we moved into, I moved into about my high school year, and that my grandma owns right now, and it's a pretty decent sized house. And So we were outside playing with all the kids on this this really old piece of, like, it really needs an update. It's a swing set, and it was there even before we had bought in the house,
Mhm.
and so it really hasn't been much updated to it. The wood is, you can see all the cracks and bends and everything to it, and you just hear it creaking. And the only thing updated to it has been the swings. And so I was talking with, his name's Jason. I was talking with Jason, and I was like, dude, it's kind of weird. I said, I get this weird feeling that there's a bunch of grown-ups in there who, as children, used to watch me out here playing. Who as a child, used to watch me, grow up and play, and now they're in there watching me watch my children. It's just a weird alter of events to raise kids in places that I grew up,
Mhm.
and so it was a good feeling. And and sorry, and it was a good feeling. And we had a good time. We ate a lot. I ate a lot of green bean casserole, a lot. Uh,
Nice.
and Yeah, I yeah. How was your Thanksgiving?
Well, fighting with the family was good. Nobody got hurt in this adventure this time. Um, no, everything went all right. We did a lot of things. We had all the turkey and ham and all the fixings and banana pudding, which I ate my fair share of, and then we went Black Friday shopping. I didn't. My wife did. because I won't go. No, nope. I'll tell you the story of that here in a little bit. Um, but Emily, that's pretty much it. And came home.
I'm sorry, Cliff. There's a lot going on in the background. Um, yes. What do
But but Black Friday. I'll tell you a little story.
you sure do
It,
like this Black Friday?
no, I hate it. My first time ever experiencing. I actually, as I said in my personal podcast on my channel this morning, was I actually witnessed two people fist fighting over a toaster.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dude, you go down the aisle, they're the same price. I think they're tricking people. I think they raise their prices a month or two before Black Friday, then drop it down to the normal price and say it's a Black Friday deal, and everybody goes crazy over it.
I've heard that a lot. Yeah.
I mean, I just wonder if that's true. Next year, I think I'm gonna go a month before the Black Friday and start writing down prices of stuff. And then when they advertise it being Black Friday, they'll go back and see what the actual price was. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
some research on it. We're gonna find this stuff out.
Pay attention to certain little things in the story. Yeah.
Pay attention. But yeah.
Exactly.
Are y'all listening? I mean, I don't know. Uh, I really, I think it's just a madhouse. People go crazy over if they think they're gonna get $1 off of something. It's crazy.
Yes.
I think I'd rather pay the dollar extra and still have my health. Just saying.
I totally agree.
Um, but there was, I guess, some good Lego deals out there. I didn't get any Lego deals, but I got some stuff that was non-Lego that I got good deals on. I thought I went ahead and bought it, but I did it from the comfort of my own home. Didn't have to fight with people. So yeah, the Black Fridays I really think suck. But
Yeah, I didn't really do much on Black Friday. Um, but we did hit up the Lego.com, which we don't usually do either. But I found out I had like $13 in points, so I sure spent that up.
I'm sure you did.
But uh,
Um, I ordered parts. That's what I got. Parts for my new sig fig. Which you see if you watch the live stream of Clicking and Breaking last Sunday night. I showed partially what I'm doing with my. I showed you the fig, but it ain't complete yet. So still working on that. But yeah, that parts. I didn't buy no leg. I mean, I did. Well, I take that back. I did buy a Christmas set for my daughter. She wanted. It was a Wicked set. So I bought it for her for Christmas. I got those. I got the promotion. I got the promos. I got the little record player and the little Christmas train that I built last night on my live stream. Hopefully, I'm talking in the future
yeah,
because we're doing Sunday. We're doing this Sunday in our So I stream Wednesday night. So if I streamed, that's what I built. It was a little holiday Christmas train. Yes, it's December, so yes, it's Christmas time in the jungle. We are going to do Christmassy stuff on the live stream. So yes, I'm not a total we
the humbug Scrooge.
I'm not Scrooge or Mr. Grinch, as everybody's proclaiming me that I am. I just want to enjoy it, so I wait till December to do it.
You're a mean one, Mister Cliff.
But yeah, so we'll be doing that. But yeah, um, so but that's all I did with Lego this month.
I've noticed something about you. You tend to talk in the future a lot.
I try. I always plan for the future, even though it may blow up in my face. But I try to plan for the future.
True.
I don't talk much of the past because that's what it is. It's the past. Gotta let things go.
Facts are facts.
Facts are facts, Jack. Um, but yeah, it's the holidays.
It's the holiday season,
I've
and Cliffy Claus is coming.
been, have you put much thought into your New Year's resolution yet?
I'm gonna try not to be a cow so much this year.
No, well, you already broke that.
Gang.
I've thought about it. I don't know. Do y'all in the chat? Do y'all believe in? Do y'all do the New Year's resolution thing? I try every year, but I usually break it within the first week. Just the way I am. But
So I ended up trying to do a promo video, and it was not myself. So I ended up taking that down. Um, but it's weird to me, Cliff, because I'm not used to the hey, subscribe, hey, do this, you know. But it's not really me. Like I feel like I gained the 250 legitimately from where I did what I want. You know, I I didn't upload every day. Well, I mean now I am surprisingly, but
yeah,
uh, but you know I did what I want, so it feels better. But so like with this TMC, I feel like I'm very motivated, but like I feel like I have to TMC everything. I have to promo it. Yeah, go subscribe, go do, because I'm so eager. I'm so happy. Like it just it fuels me right now. I'm just so excited about it. But so my point being is, even though um, you may not be able to sign up by and get your first one by Christmas, you can still sign up at any point in time and use my discount code for 25% off of your first monthly subscription. And you use MooCow25, and it will be at the top of the screen when you check out. And that's, you know, so that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm trying to make this promo video, trying to reach out and get some of y'all in my herd to be part of this herd and get some awesome minifigs and stuff, because then not only that, there's more to come. You know what I mean? But I can't. You know what I mean? I this whole partnership thing is just is fueling me. It even I can't even like I'm just days after it, dude. I'm still fired by it. You know, I I but it's just as you can see, that's been on the brain a lot lately. There's been a lot of promo lately, especially because it's been Christmas and whatnot. Because it's not been Christmas. I'm sorry, it's been Thanksgiving, but it is the perfect Christmas gift for any Lego enthusiast at all.
you think
Um,
so?
I do, dude. Like it's got my brain wired. I do. Okay, so and that leads me into something else. Okay, I want to make a video about it because I'm so excited about it. But I don't know. It's really out there for me because this is the first time I ever did something like this. But I I put together this binder. I got inspired by Will. Will has or Hoarder 66, I guess is his Will a YouTube name. He he has a binder of Lego sticker sheets that way you can see them, you know. He
Hmm.
puts them in a binder, he lays them out, they're flat, and it made so I went out and I got a good deal on some. And so what I've done is I've made certain binders. I have my Lego sheet binder, you know, and I have a TMC sticker binder, and I even have a binder for all of the postcards and all of the bookmarks that I have collected. And dude, this is such a cool way. I think what they do is they call it scrapbooking of sorts. I don't know,
Probably, yeah.
but this is a really cool start into blending this hobby because now I can put it on display. I can make a video and show everybody, and like, it's super cool, dude. And I'm really excited. I really hope other people get inspiration and do this because it's a good way to organize all your stuff. At first, I had it all piled into a drawer, but it didn't, and then I couldn't show everybody. I was going to hang it on my wall, but then I got too much stuff on my wall as it is. But now it's like neatly organized, put away. I love it. And not only that, I've also gone through and I have sorted a ton, like not just me, but my daughter and I have sorted through my plates. We had a whole bucket of plates, a shoebox full of plates, and we sorted through them. And now I'm going through, so everything, 2x2s are in the same one, 2x4s, you know what I mean? And
Hmm.
so now I'm going through, and instead of, I have to like conserve space just a little bit for right now because I can't really afford all these, storage container things. Train. Um, and so I'm trying to conserve a little bit of space uh, by stacking them together a little bit. And I know stacking them, they say, can like warp them or whatever over time. But what's the point in Lego if you're not going to stack them together? Like, is that not the point in your build? Are you telling me my Disney castle that's been built for years is now not as stable as it once was? No, that's some crap. Come on.
I think the issue is what is if you got them stuck together uh, for a long period of time, you take it apart. I guess that's your chances of breaking them.
Oh, well, maybe that's how we ended up with Brittle Brown for so long.
Probably, I don't know. Mine, that's what I'm going to be doing a lot this next beginning of next year. Sorting. I bought some containers. If you watched my haul video, that I'm going to be sorting my accessories in and my minifigures in. So we'll be doing a lot of streams of sorting, and I'm going to try to do a different way of sorting stuff since I don't know. We'll see how this goes, but um, I don't. I'm with you. I don't have a lot of space just for sorted parts.
Hmm.
I got
Yeah, and I'm
I,
like,
I got this shelf that's in my closet, my what I call my part closet. That I've got all the bricks, all different sizes of bricks in one container, all different sizes of plates in one, and then everything else that's in that color in another tub. And when I'm monking, I tell you what, when I'm trying to find something in the other, I've got to dig and dig and dig.
mhm,
So I'm thinking about when I got these little containers. I'm thinking about going through there and sorting my specialty parts that I don't have very much of, but there's something different,
yeah,
and put them in those containers as well. I might do away with the shoe boxes. I don't know. Shoe boxes was a good idea at first, but
hmm,
it takes up a lot of space and a lot of
yep,
space I don't have. My part closet is so cluttered with shoe boxes of parts. You know me, I gotta be organized. So I
yeah.
it drives me nuts looking at it.
And
Um,
then sometimes you got the same amount of space in a container, but then you got less parts, so then you got a bunch of wasted space. Yeah.
yeah, well, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna do a lot of sorting streams, and I might be able to condense this down a little bit where
Hmm.
I can have it at least can be more organized. That's my plan and goals anyway. It may not work the way I want, but hey, that's there's going to be a lot of sorting streams going on my channel uh,
Hmm.
on my Wednesday nights after Christmas. I figure I'll save that journey for the beginning of next year.
I don't know. But I needed to get this done. I had them all and just in a drawer, and I'm like, This is getting too full, and I cannot pick my parts." But now it's so sorted down. I messed up, Cliff, because I sorted before having a home. Okay, always find a home before you sort your parts.
I just need I just need a bigger Lego room.
Yes, or that. So now I have a bunch of different containers of parts, and they're all different size of containers, and they don't make sense for what the parts are in. So it's like I've made more of a mess than I had before, but it's organized mess.
There ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting for sure. Um,
Are you
but
excited?
oh, excited.
You sound so excited.
Mm. Yeah, well, I'm excited. Not, don't get me wrong.
I'm only pulling your leg. What do you got planned this week?
Sorting. I gotta do a podcast, then do my live stream. Hopefully Wednesday night, and that's about it.
Yeah, I covered for you this last time.
You did. I appreciate that
That
very
was a
much.
good stream.
I tried. I tried to be in there as much as I could, but
Oh, you good?
family going on and stuff like that, I was in and out.
Yeah, I
So
know you good.
I apologize for that.
How dare you, Cliffy?
Yeah,
You stood me up. Oh yes.
but
No,
yeah,
I'm
we
kidding.
that's pretty much what I got. I got to do some sorting and figuring out what I'm going to do with these parts that I got. A lot of sorting.
Well, good to you. I hate sorting. Come sort over here.
No,
Daughter did great.
I wish somebody would come sort for me so I didn't have to. If I could pay my daughter to do it, I would love for her to do it. But she's got to sort my way. I've got a certain way of doing things. And I don't like it getting veered to somebody else's. You ever think about that?
What's that? Sorry.
I mean you like if you try to hire it out, like say hey, I'm gonna hire my some I
Oh,
heard some
yeah,
people say they take their stuff and send it to somebody sort of form and they send it back. I've
yeah.
got to have it sorted the way I want it sorted since I'm the builder. I've got to know the system and I got to know
And
what
I'm
the
the
stuff
type
is.
that I would like to see the parts. I would like to know what parts there are because as I touch the parts, I kid you not, I get visions to what to build. I do. I really do. I get
Are
these
you
ideas.
are you a part whisperer?
No, they're not visions. I shouldn't call them visions, but they're literal ideas I see at my front as I'm touching this. I'm like, dude, like I could build and then I come up with something stupid, but a hot dog tree. Like, I'm kidding. That's not stupid. That was a great idea. I love that. Shout out to M. I miss her. Uh, oh, speaking of that, I got something out. Uh, uh, coming up after this recording, I got a post coming to Instagram, and it's funny, and it has to do with a hot dog tree. So it's yeah,
Oh snap! Crackle pop.
something like that. But uh, I got off topic. I don't know what I was saying.
Uh,
I'm gonna have to go back into this recording and be like,
we were
dude,
sorting. Talking about sorting, and now you get visions of looking at parts. What are you going to
yeah,
do?
okay, so that's what I'm talking about. So as I'm sitting here sorting, I get all these ideas. I'm like, oh, I could start building that, and then I get off topic. I'm not like off topic, but then off track, and I start building something instead of sorting, and then
Mm.
it, and then you get a bunch of mess of your parts everywhere, and you're like, dude, I ended up trying to sort. Like, yeah, it never ends over here, and either my layout is messy with parts, or my table that is actually supposed to be my daughter's end of the layout is messy with parts.
I think you
Which
sent. I think I saw a post this morning of sorting, or was it yesterday?
that was the daily move for Sunday. Yep.
Yeah, daily move. I'm like, dude, your layout's a mess again.
It is because that's where we're at right now. But you know what? I've cleaned up a lot of that mess that was there, that was stacked there, a lot yesterday, and I organized that down. And then she's like, "Let's." She wanted to last night. It was like 9:30, and my daughter's like, "Hey, yeah, let's sort through all these plates, Dad." And I'm like, "I don't know. I kind of want to go to bed, yo." Like, and so this first thing, 6:30, let's do it. I'm like,
Oh,
yo. Uh,
I
but
don't. I don't understand.
it's getting there.
How do people like sorting? That's what I want to know.
I hate sorting, but
I
I
do.
enjoy it better when my kids help me. That was so fun, and she did so great um,
Maybe
doing
that's
that.
what I need to do. Go make more babies and let them sort. I th- Is
I
there a
was
child? Is there child labor for that?
there definitely probably is. There probably is. I was
And in
telling
my
her. I was telling her yesterday. Um, I worded it like this. We were standing over at the barn on the other side of the barn where the entrance side is, looking at the layout. And I said, you know, kid, I worded it like this. I said, you know, we're gonna have to contact that landowner and see if we can buy up some more of their land. And she thought about it for a minute. She looked at me. She goes, Daddy, that's my land. That means you have to, yeah. That means I have to contact you and buy your land. She goes, well, you had $7, and at that time I had $7. I had give two to my dad, and she goes, well, you had $7, and it would be $7, but now you don't. So I guess you don't. She good. She good. Uh, but I don't know. There might be an expansion coming if I can talk to that landowner on a good deal. Uh, but I'm just, you know, I've even had thoughts of another layout. I'm getting to the point,
no.
dude, and I'm nowhere close to being done with this. I keep saying, "Oh yeah, we got," and I got notes to even of on my finalization. I got notes of my what I of my final video, this and this and this. And it's like, I'm not even there yet. I still got details on the track. I still got details on the barn, on the Ferris wheel. I got details everywhere I need to start putting into
So,
play.
what kind of layout are you talking about?
My fairgrounds.
No, 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 no. You say you have a different
Oh,
idea
yes.
on the.
This and but that's what I'm talking about is I still have a lot more detail to this one. I'm not even to my next phase yet, you know.
Oh,
My next phase is maybe I buy up some of this table, you know, in theory. I get more of this table that could be more landmass. The next idea I had here is for layout number, I guess, 3 or wherever we be at that point, because this is 2.5. I didn't move a whole room, so it's not technically layout number 3. It's point 0.5 because it's somewhat of the same layout that was on the other end of the room, just on another end of the room. So it's point 0.5. And so it's a good point 0.5. I really like it. Um, and I'm excited to make another video here come this month. So
is it still going to be a fairground or a city or what?
it's going to be a fairground. It is a guy who owned uh, like the whole. I guess I don't know the big picture. I don't know what the word would be. The backstory, I guess, could
Oh,
be more um like an old farmer. Let me see what my yeah. An old farmer once had a dream to make his land as fun as it possibly could be, and thus his creation had exploded into this, into not just having a farm necessarily, but a fairgrounds at the same time. So a county fairground, you know, and on this dude's property that he somehow got approved by the city. You know what I mean?
mhm.
And I'm no Disney, but I have big intentions on a lot of fear factors in my layout.
Yeah,
Safety is not an option.
I'll tell you what. I
Some of the
know.
stuff I've done.
Well,
Uh,
see, I've got a great idea for you. I
yeah.
tried it with my wife, and we actually had a lot of fun with it. But
Mhm,
she's just busy, and she just kind of ran out of time where we couldn't do it like we wanted to. But back I did the Jurassic Park adventures and
mhm.
stuff like that. Where we'd write a script and we'd actually get minifigs and we actually play out a
I
story.
remember that. Yeah.
Now, dude, that'd be something for you and your kids you could do together and
Yeah.
make a video of your fairground. You know, get them
Hey,
little figs
you should
and
hear some of the stuff that they say when they're playing. It's hilarious. It's so cute.
well, that's what I'm saying. And you could video it, and you can do scripts. You can always edit it where you can tell them what to say, and record them saying it, and then it'll take a little bit longer because I don't know if they know do they know how to read yet.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Well,
Okay,
now not so much my son, but my daughter's getting there. Yeah.
well, I didn't know what age frame they were, so I wasn't trying to offend you or nothing,
How dare you, Cliff? No,
but
you good.
but even you can get your chicken in on it.
Hmm.
You can have like a family going to the park and one falls off the Ferris wheel, and that's a big old chaotic scene. You can
Hmm.
end it with a joke. Well, Dad, you should have had your seatbelt on or some stuff, whatever. But I mean, that'd be kind of cool. I can see, and it gives you something fun to do with your kids on, while they're over there. And I mean, it's just an idea. You don't have to take it, but
Yeah,
I think it'd be kind of cool to see what your little script. Then the video don't have to be more than 2 minutes long if that's all it is.
yeah, yeah. I
I
like
just
that.
think it gives you something to do with the kids. You all can play Lego and actually produce funny. Let us in on your life with your children playing Lego.
Hey, give me 1 second. I'm gonna give a hug to my kids. They're gonna go see some reindeers as we continue. Okay, so back to where I was. I am thinking about this next layout idea, and what came to mind was a very out there idea, a very scary idea to some because I'm tall, but I have small children. Okay, they're my daughter. I mean, they're actually getting very tall, but uh, I'm you know what I mean. I'm tall.
Mhm.
Okay, my idea here was I still have a 6 foot table in my bedroom, uh, still set up. Okay. My next idea is to stack another 6 foot table on top of that table. So I would have two 6 foot tables on top of each other. So then I would have a
What
what?
you gonna stack two tables on top of each other?
Uh-huh.
I can see that's not going well.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So this is my fear, okay? I seen this idea and I'm like, "Oh, this is cool. I've never seen this before." Well, there's reasons why, okay? Because it hasn't made it public. That's why. um,
Oh,
but uh so I'm okay, now hear me out, okay? This is far-fetched, but next layout could be two layouts that are essentially stacked on each other with the table. But I have all that room. So like the top layer, I can have my layout that the kids can't so much go through. And then the bottom one, we can build a layout all together that the kids and I can all play through. And I can hang lights and you know what I mean? Like I can hang stuff from that table and I just had ideas of it, and I could figure out how to screw the table onto that table, but at the same time, we're putting
I'm trying to picture this, and I can.
okay, picture Benny's double decker, uh, not Benny, Emmett's double decker, couch. Okay,
Mhm,
yeah, okay. So you're gonna stack a table on top of the table and build on top of that table on both tables. Okay, you're gonna build a layout on both tops of the table, so you're gonna have two layers of a layout. Okay,
mhm,
in the middle of it, underneath that top table, you can put lighting and hang a few things off of that, like a small spaceship or my Charizard or something,
mhm,
or the world or something, or UFO. Anyway, so you can hang stuff off that table. Then you have that second layout on the bottom, right there on that table that's actually touching the ground. Uh, and that can be more for since it's more at the kids' reach, that can be more for them and I to play around with. The top area, since it's more for my reach, it could be more that I present more for my layout, my next fairgrounds layout. You see what I
mhm.
mean? So that way it doesn't get so messy and destroyed every day. But it's very out there. There's a lot that I would have to do ahead of time because I like I said, like we probably all just envisioned a lot of drop tests going on.
Have,
Um,
have you ever thought about ever buying an old, like, you're going through town and you're seeing an abandoned building, pretty good size, that is vacant, nobody's there, and it could be a little rundown on the outside a little bit, but have you ever thought about seeing, like, hey, I wonder how much they want to rent, if they would rent that out to me once a month? I could have me one big, humongous Lego room in there.
mhm, mhm.
Have you ever
Yep.
thought about? Have you ever drove around? I mean, when you're driving to work or driving around doing whatever, seen that and just kind of
Well,
thinking
it
to
makes
yourself,
me think like, like we're not gonna like name out certain people out in the world, but very rich people. Like, okay, Cliffy, you and I, we have similar cravings for this brick. Okay.
mm,
For some reason, we're attached to this brick in a way. Okay. Some of the people listening to this are our brick pile out there. You know what I mean? These higher up peoples in the world, not just Lego themselves, like them, they're higher up peoples, the rich people, okay, the people with the monies. What
okay.
if, what if, what if a person like you and I had monies to, fancy around a bit? Would we have everything in Lego that we ever wanted, or would we still be where we're at?
Well, I mean,
Hard one, see?
you could look at it two ways, okay? In my opinion, this is clicking close opinion only. If I was rich, would I don't know if I would. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I would have money to just go buy everything I wanted, but this way that we're doing it now, I enjoy it better because it's hard because they work
Yep.
for their money too, even though they're rich or whatever.
Right, right. That's
They
what I'm
they
saying.
they work their way to that point to get it, and I got no quarrels about it. Even the famous YouTuber that that just bought a warehouse here a while back, I don't care. Everybody knows who he is. He wants everybody to know who he is, or he wouldn't put out the video.
Yeah.
But
Well,
he worked for that to get to that point.
yeah,
I say that we're working ourselves to that point. If we ever get there or not, that's
yeah,
still remain to be seen. But I'm happy with what I have. I mean, I'm not. I'm happy. I got a bunch of parts here. I could build a lot of stuff probably out of it if I have it sorted correctly, or it'd be easier for me to pick through parts for sets or a build or even a mock. I've got a layout that I'm working on. I've got shelves I can put sets on. I've got a bunch of parts where I can do stuff, and I think I'm lucky that I do have a Lego room that's dedicated just for Lego,
mhm,
and I'm lucky enough to have that point. But when I first started, it wasn't like that. It was in the same bedroom that we slept in. I just put shelves around the bed. I just get, so it's not. It's not. I mean, so
that's a hard one. I think about it a lot. I mean, I'm very poor as it is, but if I was rich billionaire throwing around money and I had all my stuff paid for, or so it seems, like if I was doing good in life and I had lots of money to throw around, I don't know if I would do this Lego thing as much, I just don't know. It just kind of,
why wouldn't
but
you?
well, not like so much. I'm talking about how I am now with being stingy about it. I don't think I would be the same. Um,
You think,
I
well, I need this part. I'll just go Bricklink and buy it, or if I want
I
this,
I would buy out every store. Yeah, just because, just to have a warehouse, just have half the mansion full of random bricks. You see what I mean?
yeah. Well,
That would be great, but would I still be as rich as I am? I don't know.
see, I'm more of a. I don't know what's the right word. I'm more conservative, I guess. I don't know
Mhm.
about that. I don't like having stuff just sitting here and not being used or no plans for it to be used. I wouldn't buy like okay, listen here. This is like me and my Lego hobby. Everybody knows what kind of stuff I like and stuff that I don't like. I don't like mini dolls, so you don't see me going and buying dolls just to have dolls to say that I have mini dolls.
That
You see
wasn't
what
me.
I'm
No,
saying?
I'm kidding.
I'm just saying I buy what I want now. I mean,
Mhm.
it doesn't matter what how rich I am or stuff, but I would still buy the stuff that I want to build or have plans to build or and stuff
I
like that.
I do wonder. Like the
It'd just
richer.
be a lot easier just to pull the trigger on it.
Yeah, yeah, it would. But I do. Your question. I do wonder when I'm out and about. Even at houses that I mow, the people that I know, I'm like, yo, how much Lego you got up in your house? Like, I don't ask that, but I'm like, in my head, like, where could that all fit? Like, how much do you have? Are you that type? Like, yeah, like, okay, I like the dude at Subway, his name is John. I made good friends with him this last year, and he does a little bit of Lego, and he's got some of the, but he's more into Star Wars stuff. So like he's kind of like Will in a way. He's got the displays, but he doesn't mock so much. So I'm trying to get the boy to understand that there's more to it. Um, but but it makes me wonder how much like I've seen his house. It's probably a little bit bigger than what I got, but uh, like dude, how much Lego can you fit inside of a house? It's just yeah, I think about that, especially
I
with very 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 rich people.
I swear in my town, I don't know if anybody does Lego.
It's not like I'm trying to out there rob you, okay? People, don't get that. Don't be clipping that and get me wrong,
I,
okay?
I don't know how many people that I know that does Lego except me in my town. I've actually had people come up to me, use a Lego man. Like what?
Mhm.
And I've actually had in my house. I had a plumbing issue here a while back, and
Oh yeah, yeah.
the guy who came to the house brought his son
Hmm.
just to come in my Lego room to look around. Because hey, I brought my son. Can he go take a peek in your Lego room? I said, yeah. I think that's cool.
You're a
And
superstar.
I got people. I do. I'm not lying one bit. I got people like every time I go out. When I do go out, they go, oh, "How's your Lego room coming?" There's a Lego man. That's what they know me as a Lego man. And I'm like, there's sometimes I like. Well, I don't know if I want to be called a Lego man. I don't really want to know if anybody knows that I like this stuff. Sometimes,
Hmm.
I still have that feeling. Like, man, I'm a almost a 50-year-old man playing with a child's toy, but which it's not. I know. I'm just saying
Well, and
it's
that's a lot on Lego too. I think they need to change their sayings a little bit, and more people would understand that it's not a children's toy. But
easy way as I put forward. I asked. I remember one guy come up to me. He goes, "So you play with toys?" I'm like, well, "Not necessarily toys." Do
okay,
you? And I asked him. "Do you put model cars together? Have you ever done that in your
yep,
older
right.
years?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "It's basically the same thing.
Hmm.
Instead of gluing, I'm just sticking the parts together.
Hmm.
It's the same thing. It's like building a
Much
model
easier
car."
process, a lot less stressful.
I said, At the end of the day, I don't have to glue it. I don't have to paint it.
Hmm.
And I suck at painting. So,
Now, if you do, you will be shunned. That's just how it is. I mean,
and then the guy looked at it at a different point. Okay, I can see what you're saying. I said, it's not, yes, there's Duplo out there for little kids, and there's sets out there directed for kids. Yes, I don't usually, but they do have an adult side of the hobby, and that's all it is. It's just a hobby,
mhm.
and so and they asked me how much money. Then I have an uncle. He comes up and goes, "How much money do you think you put in this hobby?" I said, probably too much. I probably have. I probably could buy
You
a
could
car.
probably buy a whole house by the
I could
time
probably
you're.
buy a house with how much Lego I bought. I don't know about a house, but I bet I could buy a pretty good used car. Um, and that's what I don't want to think about that, Cal. I don't
Yes.
want to think about how much money I put in this hobby and
Neither do
everything.
I.
The computer, the stream, the time, the actual Lego sets I got, and the
That
Lego.
could be that could be a bad thing to not think about how much money you're putting into this because, like myself, I am a bad spender. I'm a healthy spender, let's say that, and uh, and that could kind of get carried away there, bud. You could,
Yeah, I'll tell you what. There's been a couple times where I had buyer's remorse. Like,
yep, yep,
why
and
did
that's when you get the package, you're like, nah, what? No.
I'll hit the order button and I'll sit there and say that was stupid. Did I really need that set at this time in my journey? Yes, I like the set. The set looks awesome, but when am I going to build that thing?
The you say that, and I never thought that I'd get to that point because I'm somebody who when I get the box I have to open it. Like that's just I have to open it and build it. That's just how I.
I
But
can't have 5 different projects out. I got
oh, I'm doing that right now. Yeah.
I got to complete one part of it before I can move on another. And this is why I've just been buying parts because I've noticed that I buy parts. I have to mock and that I enjoy that. And I do. I still have a backlog. I have not went touched my back. I still got the first wave of the Dream sets that's still back there. I
Hmm.
have not touched it. I still got the Jurassic World sets that just came out here a while back. I haven't touched them. There's a bunch. I have the buildable dinosaur. I've got the car. I got a White House. I've got a bunch of Marvel sets and Star Wars set. I mean, I got a bunch.
Hmm.
I just not gonna. I'm just not gonna build it. I ain't ready for them yet. I'm working on my layout, and I got ideas from a layout. And that's what I've been buying parts. 3 months, Cal. I
Hmm.
bought one Lego set from Lego.com, and that's was for my daughter for Christmas. The rest of it's been parts and the gift for purchases that they send me.
Hmm.
But I've been buying parts. I've been buying stuff for my layout. That's the only thing I've been concentrating on the last 2 or 3 months. I just got done with my Dragon Cave. Now I'm getting ready to build me another mock castle. So there's going, and I'm gonna build a little town homes
Nice
for my layout,
shacks.
and I'm gonna build a jousting competition. I got to build roads. Got to put trees out there. I got to populate with all the figs that I'm buying.
Hmm.
I've got it. I bought. Heck, I just got done buying 15 more lion knights and 15 Black Falcon knights to build onto my army. It's just been that's all I've been buying is just parts and stuff for that. Then of course the minifigure club I bought those knights from them. They're in the mix. So yeah, I've just been building armies and building up my castle layout. I haven't really. I did build a set last week for my shorts. I built that retro radio that I've been doing little shorts on throughout the week. Dude, that thing was awesome. Now, if you want to buy a cool set, I will say the retro radio, pretty cool build. You get that sound brick. It is a very cool build and different building techniques.
Hmm.
So I really enjoyed building that.
That's what makes you a good mock builder is learning new techniques.
Mhm.
Even if you went on Lego.com and looked through instructions that they got, that'll still you don't even have to buy pieces. That'll really help you along the way.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of redo my hobby for this next year.
Oh,
I'm going
you're
to actually
retiring early. I'm
no,
kidding.
no. I'm just going to buy parts most of the time. I'm going to buy what I think I need, and we'll look at builds on Rebrickable for my layout and see how that and do a part list and pull parts that I have and what I don't have. I'm going to order from Bricklink or Lego and do them builds. I'm not going to go out and spend. it all on Lego sets. Now there's a set that comes out that catches my eye. I'll probably buy it, but it ain't gonna be. It may not be day one. Like I still want the Batmobile that came out. I haven't got it yet. The Avengers Tower's out. I haven't got it yet. But I've just been mainly concentrating on just parts.
I think that's good for you. Where you're at, and your layout, your theming. Yeah. I think you need to build up some parts.
And so that's why, like I said a little bit here in this podcast, at the beginning of the year, I'm just going to do sorting and see what parts I have, and then try to find something on Rebrickable that I can pull parts that I have of my own, and then go to BreakLink or Lego and get the parts that I need.
Mm-hmm.
And then same with mocking. I'm just going to mock what I have, and come up with little townhomes. I built that Hogwarts hut, and I actually like that build. I'm gonna build a couple more out of my own parts.
Agreed.
Actually, pretty good little hut. It looks good
Yep.
in the layout. It looks good in the layout if you watched the video the other day.
Sure enough.
But yeah. But anyway, what you got? Are you going live this week?
I don't know. Potentially.
Potentially.
Yeah.
We do go live Wednesday night. I did take your advice. I did change the picture on my Instagram group of the jungle. You said it looks like my symbol, so I made one just says the jungle on it. So I did change that way.
Oh, I remember what you're saying. The chat. Gotcha.
But I will be streaming Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Central, hopefully,
And I have
if Lord willing. Don't forget Clicking and Bricken. We had macro on as of you watching this video. We had macro breaks on last week. This week we do have a subject. Crickets or clickets or something like that Lego's done in the past. I know nothing about. We're going to sit down next Sunday and actually do some research on that, Cal.
Oh, I got you.
That was brought up by.
I'll learn about. Oh yes.
That was brought up by Clever Pig. He came up with that, so we'll go over that next week. If you got anything that you want to hear us talk about and a subject or whatever on any stream, on the podcast, or even on the Clicking and Breaking side of things, make sure you use the suggestion box. It's the comment section on this podcast and on Clicking and Breaking's live stream. Say, hey, look, I'd like for y'all to go over Nexo Nights or something, or whatever the subject you want us to go over. We did Paradisa. Now we're doing crickets or clickets, whatever they're all. Put it down there, and we will.
They're called Lego Clickets.
Yeah,
it's like a girly bracelet type of thing, but compatible with your Lego. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, so we're gonna go over that. Hopefully, we can find some information on it. I never heard of them till Pig said something.
Yeah, I was watching a video the other day, and it had a couple of them in there. But I know that from what I've heard in that video, they're not in circulation.
So we'll go over that. So make sure you tune in for that and see how we flub this up. But we'll figure it out. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. Don't forget of course, every Thursday morning on the Cow's channel we got the podcast. So make sure it's usually premiering. Maybe one day we'll get back on a schedule where we can do it live. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
But right now it's a premiere, and hope y'all been. We appreciate all the attention we got. I mean, every time I gone in, there was people in there chatting away and having fun.
Mm-hmm.
So we do appreciate everybody who comes to both streams, the Coffee Time and Clicking and Breaking. We do appreciate you guys.
I appreciate every one of you.
So, have you got your Christmas shopping done?
No, I ain't buying much.
Mine's done.
I do a lot of per se gift giving of the sorts during the year. So
There you go.
usually, though, last year though I spoiled the heck out of the kids. This year I'm not. Oh no, no. But they did get. I can't say what they got. They're standing right here. Never mind.
Yeah, I wouldn't say too much about it, buddy. Your old buddy, old pal. No, it's just I didn't figure.
Come around the first of the year, we'll see. I don't know. I'm trying not to spend because now, real quick, uh, there might be a potential show or two that I could make. So I'm trying to figure out some numbers here that I could play with. So we'll see about that. But I don't know. I'm trying to cut back on the spending sprees.
Well, I plan on doing that too. Just a bunch of sorting. I don't know. We'll figure that out when that time
I'm
comes.
excited to get the rest of the sorting done. I am to a good point, and then I can start breaking into my older, bigger containers and sort all those out. But at least then by then everything will have a home. Hopefully,
Oh, okay.
man, them wheels are starting to go out on them stunts, and them stunts ain't all that old or used that much.
Are they making stunts anymore?
I don't think so. I ain't seen them or no. I think it might be ended up coming up for retirement here soon. Honestly, I don't know.
Hmm.
I thought it was doing pretty good, especially them little single bikes.
Yeah, people are buying them up, making armies out of them.
Yeah,
I don't know. I haven't been paying that much attention
I,
to them.
I like them. Kids like them. I can't find them anymore, but
I don't even know where mine is.
these trikes, they got to come back out with these trikes. I have a couple of trikes.
Well, don't know.
Yeah,
Trikes. Trike.
yeah,
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
yeah. Them molded trike motorcycle looking ATV things. I don't know what they call 'em.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know either, my man. But yeah,
But so, last announcement: subscribe to TMZ and 25% off your first monthly subscription. Code MooCow25. And one other thing, I do have daily moves, so go check those out. They're more than likely, for some reason, anything I upload for, say, Sunday's video, then that came out, that was more of a flash deal walkthrough type of thing. I don't understand why that uploaded in a short when I didn't upload that into a short format. I literally uploaded it from the laptop under a video and it went to a short format when it up. I don't understand. Anyways, I don't like that. But so I have daily at least. I'll moo at you daily. That's
you go move it as daily, huh?
yeah. The other day I got my daughter. She wanted to moo at you too, so that was cute.
I saw that. That was pretty. Like moo.
Yes, that was nice. Memories. See, and you're right. You can look back on everything later on in life. Yeah.
That's right. All right, guys. This is going to be another podcast today. I hope you enjoyed it.
I
Make sure
did.
you check back with us this Sunday, 8 p.m. Central on my channel for coffee time. I mean, clicking and breaking and all that stuff. Kelly, got any last words?
Moo. Have a good
All right,
day.
guys. Remember, keep clicking and breaking. Bye bye.